The Indiana Fever hosting the New York Fever and the defending champion Liberty.
When they do it, they cannot.
Starting lineups, and for New York,
Play the 4 spot now.
And we start our contest where they set the WNBA single game record for most made threes. Ionescu dumps it off to Jones, up and under, and an excellent finish.
New York is such a good passing team, and they do a great job clearing out the side and letting Jones go in the pick and roll game.
And now you see Phoebish starting off on Caitlin Clark. New York was pretty coy about how they would defend her. Boston, the roll, the catch, and puts it in for 2.
When Clark and Boston play through the middle third with shooters in the corner, that is so dangerous to try to defend. Really good read by Boston.
You talked about it. That's where you want to see the Fever operate, where you feel they're going to have the most success. When we talked to Caitlin Clark, she said early in the season with the new pieces, it's a matter of everybody finding their role. Ionescu, another dish. Jones muscles it in. 2 more for her.
So back-to-back layups for the Liberty to start the game. Really good execution by them, and you'd expect that out of a veteran team.
Now Cloud picks up Clark full court as she initiates the half-court offense. Crossover move by Clark. Thought about the step back. Boston this time driving to the paint, and an easy 2.
Aaliyah Boston's decision-making has been so good. She's good in the short roll. She's good with putting it on the bounce. She can make plays.
Stewart pump fake, and it opens up like the Red Seas as she gallops to the lane for the lay-in.
3 right-handed layups. That's not something Stephanie White's going to be pleased about.
Here's Mitchell sprinting down the floor. Can't get the layup. Jones controls it up ahead to Ionescu. Sabrina short on the jumper.
Well, you want to make Sabrina dribble into her shots if possible.
Mitchell gets behind the secondary and puts it in.
And Jordan, that's why it's so important for Caitlin Clark to be on the glass, because when she rebounds, her eyes immediately go up the court. She sees 9 players. So good at reading the D.
Kelsey Mitchell, an all-star the last 2 years. You feel she might be the fastest player in the W.
I don't think there's anybody quicker with the ball in the league than Kelsey Mitchell.
Jones already with 6 points and draws the foul. The foul's on Natasha Howard, her first. Jones steps to the line. No good on the free throw attempt.
Remember, New York is coming off a game where they set the WNBA single season record. They made 19 triples against Chicago in the last game. And New York likes to switch 1 through 5.
And Mitchell took her eyes off the ball. A bit of a late pass coming in from Clark, just finding their timing and rhythm. Jones, the 3, no good. Clark, another board.
New York is doing a really good job of getting into the vision of Caitlin Clark early.
Clark steps on the gas, goes. Things opened up for Caitlin Clark, so she steps to the line, adds some tip to the bill. An old-fashioned 3-point play gives the Fever a 1-point advantage.
Caitlin Clark is looking to score in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock. And if it doesn't happen, they can run their actions.
Clark had just 11 points in the road victory over Atlanta. Did not have a 3 for the first time in 140 games. It's Cloud off target. Howard this time initiates the break. Howard stepping right through the defense and a heartbreaker at the rim. Cloud up ahead, 2-on-1 opportunity. Stewart, catch, finish. Excellent footwork there.
Yeah, really good push by New York. Look how quickly they get the ball up the floor off the outlet. And Natasha Cloud finding Stewart.
Boston trying to roll, can't handle the catch, and that'll sail out of bounds. And that's going to be a foul on Howard, and that is her 2nd personal. So we're not even 4th leading scorer. Cloud cross-court pass. Ionescu, open 3 on target. And Hull able to scoop up the rebound.
Really good job to get out and contest that basketball through.
Well, you
what a
see
great
the
pass.
Chemistry they developed after a full season together. Cloud barreling towards the cup, and a late whistle for the Liberty. They gave up 2 first-round draft picks, and it wasn't just about the fit on the floor, but also off the floor and the chemistry and the identity of this team that she has already attached herself to.
Well, she's leading the team in scoring, and I think it's not just her offense, mostly for championship season last year, but she's a tremendous on-ball defender, one of the better defending guards in the league.
A couple of screens for Clark. She thought about it. Give and go with Boston. Nearly poked away by Jones this time. Cloud gets the hands up, and Cloud forces the turnover. Liberty back the other way. For the first time in this game, things slow down.
Indiana did a good job communicating their switches right there.
Cloud, the drive, the dish blocked by Boston. And then a collision gets Stewart with the rebound, and she pushes the pace. Jones loses it behind the back. It's a 2-on-2 break. Hull trying to attack Cloud, spinning. Hull elevates and puts it down.
That's a big time steal and bucket by Lexi Hull.
Confident play by her as well, too. Back to Stewart, and there is the unselfish play of the New York Liberty.
Well, again, shooters in the corner. They have the defense spread out, operating in the middle third. And that's an important call.
I don't know how you guys would handle that with your spouses.
Well, it's good that one of them's on offense, the other one's on defense. I'll tell you this much, Zane was the star of the shoot-around yesterday, as Bonner no good on her, too.
That's kind of the way my marriage is, too. I'm on offense, and he's always on defense.
All I know is I'm out of my league in mine, I'll put it that way. So here we go, New York back on the other end. They're shooting 60% from the field, essentially.
And she can shoot the three. She's a career 36% three-point shooter.
Stewart right down the middle. And later today on CBS Sports Network, Paige Becker's in Dallas, on the road at Atlanta. Thursday, Dallas at Chicago. Then on Friday, Connecticut at Indiana. And then Los Angeles at Las Vegas. It was interesting when we talked to Breanna Stewart yesterday. And for more on these games, please go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. But when we talked to Stewart yesterday, the championship mindset here for the Liberty, they feel like there's no hangover from last year. This is a very hungry team that has their eyes on repeating.
Well, it's about culture, and they know that they have added some really good pieces. Every team goes through adversity in this league because the league is so good. And you have to have the right character around you to be able to get through it, and the talent.
And a three is good for the Liberty as Sabrina Ionescu knocks it down. So 6-point advantage for New York, their largest lead of the afternoon. Bonner had some airspace. This time gets it down low to Boston. Boston pivoting against Stewart, goes off the glass.
Early in the game, Breanna Stewart's going to show some discipline there and not try to block that shot, but if she stays foul-free as the game goes on, she'll be more of a presence at the rim.
Stewart lost it off her foot. Sabrina scoops it up, 10 to shoot with Boston on her, tries to take her into the deep end, launches another triple, and the former Duck buries it.
Sabrina Ionescu has the WNBA record for most threes in a season, 128. She can shoot it.
And Cloud all over Caitlin Clark. That's her 4th turnover already. And the Liberty bring it back down the floor. Cunningham, Stewart get a little tank. Just the first quarter as the first free throw short. The Fever were last in the association last year. So how do you start correcting some of the things you're seeing here in the first quarter?
Well, ball pressure is the first thing, and sprinting back to your matchups and transition, so you try to get matched up early so you can have who you want defending their personnel. They went through a really detailed defensive scout yesterday.
Clark, a tough bucket, and Gardner seeing some early minutes, and Clark with another 3-point play. She's got 6 here in the first quarter, and we're already seeing a lot of screens deep in the backcourt to try and free open these point guards.
Well, Indiana has played this season with a lot more pressure in the backcourt, and part of that is because they have more depth.
Jones, another easy catch and finish, and to your point, those right-handed layups.
I mean, they have 9 baskets, and I have them unofficially with 7 right-handed layups.
Oh, Clark found a hole in the defense. Bonner with the steal. Hall with another triple. Straight points for Lexi Hall. Ionescu trying to draw the foul and is able to do so. First free throw coming here for Sabrina. Well, tomorrow at 10 Eastern, Gear Wave go head-to-head with the Courage over on CBS Sports Network. Second free throw is good for Sabrina, and you noticed something about her immediately when we saw her shoot around yesterday.
I could tell her fitness, her off-season work. She said October 20th she took a break. Beginning of November she was back in the weight room.
She talked about doing a lot of cardio, wanted to be bulletproof, and so far, Leah Boston's been bulletproof to start this game.
Well, Caitlin Clark has the ball in her hands more in the first quarter to start this game than she did against the Atlanta team.
And that's going to be an offensive foul against